Hey guys, Barrett here with Specca Tech. Welcome to the channel. I have a lot of juicy information for you in today's video. I will reveal which new subwoofers I have on order, what videos we have planned, which bookshelf speakers we are reviewing, and even a special budget processor experiment video that I have in the pipeline that I think will be really interesting. So make sure that you stick around. It will be a quick video, but with lots of good stuff. Let's jump right into it with what's going on with subwoofers. I currently have the Paradigm Defiance X15 subwoofers, and I also have one SVS PB3000 in-house that I will be comparing to the X15. So I know there's a lot of you out there waiting for that one. But the big subwoofer news is that I have already sold two Paradigm X15s and plan on selling the other two, and I will be upgrading the subwoofers once again. So what am I upgrading to? Well, I was this close to pulling the trigger on some Rhythmic FV15s, but I had a feeling that they just weren't really what I was looking for personally. I know that they are top tier subwoofers with incredibly clean and accurate sound quality, but from what I've read and from what I've kind of picked up online, they don't really have that heavy, thick, tactile bass, which is what I love personally. So which subs did I order? Well, I'm going to be going back to JTR, and I can hear the "I told you so" comments being typed down below already, but to be honest, I just miss the clean, heavy, and tactile bass that they provide. Now, I know that I just recently sold the three JTR RS2s, and some of you were scratching your heads as to why, but I did make a video as to why, and I linked it in the top right-hand corner, and those reasons still do stand, and I did try to keep most of them, if not all of them, in mind with purchasing these next subwoofers. But to sum it up real quick, the three JTR RS2s I had before were just way too much power for my room, and cost-wise, they were just a little too much for me as well. So I wanted something a little bit more cost-effective, but with similar low-end performance to the RS2s, and I really did toy with the idea of getting one JTR Captivator 4000 just to finally satisfy my curiosity of what it's capable of, because it really is one of the baddest output monsters on the planet, period. But in the end, I just don't want a massive, almost 300-pound subwoofer in my room again, because I already did that with the Funk LFE 24 Ultra. So I asked myself a question: what is a way that I can experience very similar or almost identical output to the Captivator 4000 without getting a Captivator 4000? Well, that would be to get two Captivator 2400s, which as individual subs are smaller, less weight, and easier to handle in my room. But if I were to put them together in close proximity, they would act almost identical to the Captivator 4000 with similar wattage and dual 18-inch drivers. They won't be quite identical because I did not get the ULF versions due to the size of them, but they are incredibly close. But if you do follow the channel, you know that I do like to have 3 or 4 subwoofers in my room, but 4 would just be way too much yet again, like the RS2s, so I settled on ordering 3 Captivator 2400s. For those that may not know, the JTR Captivator 2400 is a single 18-inch driver in a low-tuned ported box with 2400 watts RMS. So there you have it, guys. That is my big news on subwoofers, and that's what we have planned. So we'll be doing a comparison of the Paradigm X15 to the SVS PB3000, along with a review of the PB3000, and once the JTRs arrive, I will also be making several videos about them as well. But I would like to know what you guys would like to see about the JTR Captivator 2400s, so drop your comments down below. Okay, so moving on to some of the other videos I have planned. I will be releasing the first impression and review videos on the Sonus Faber Sonetto speakers, the first of which was already released, which was the Sonetto 8 Tower first impression video. The video is linked in the top right-hand corner if you're interested in checking that out. I will also have content coming out on the Sonetto C2 Center, the Sonetto wall speakers, and the Sonetto 2 bookshelf speakers. And after taking a look around my room, it's almost overwhelming with all the speakers and boxes everywhere. I currently have 7 pairs of bookshelf speakers that need some content. I've already released the review on the Polk R200 bookshelf speakers, and I released the Paradigm 40B video quite a while ago, but I will be doing reviews on the Klipsch RP600M Mark IIs, the Focal Aria 906s, the Sonus Faber Sonetto 2s, the SVS Ultra bookshelves, and the Axiom Audio M5 HPs. Once I've reviewed all those bookshelf speakers, I'm going to be comparing them to each other in the months to come. But wait, there's more. I also have a pair of JTR 110 HTs coming with the subwoofers, which is kind of the closest thing that JTR has to a bookshelf speaker, so to speak. I will be doing a review on them, of course, and I plan on doing some comparisons with the other bookshelf speakers as well. Now, guys, I am trying to get the content out as fast as possible, but with my out-of-town work schedule and my family obligations, it just isn't happening as fast as I thought it would, so please just be patient with me. And lastly, I have what I think is a fun little experiment coming soon. For those that watch the channel, you know that last year I did a review on the awesome little processor, the ToneWinner AT300, which is a 16-channel Atmos processor, which has 13 speaker channels and 3 subwoofer outputs. Now, I no longer have that unit, but I do get a lot of questions about that processor, and because of that, I found myself really curious again about that processor. So I know that they have released several firmware updates on it, but even a year ago, I was really impressed by what you get for the price, which at the time was $1,199, but due to COVID and all the hoopla that's been going on, the price has risen to $1,395 US. But in a rash of price increases, it's actually quite reasonable considering how much other products have increased. So here's the experiment that I have planned. So I'm going to be unplugging my $7,000 US Anthem AVM90 processor and use nothing but the $1,395 ToneWinner AT300 for 2 months straight. This way I will get a really good idea about what a budget processor like this has to offer and what I might be missing from my much more expensive Anthem unit. And of course, whatever I discover in this little experiment will be shared with all of you in a video. So make sure you do subscribe and tick the bell icon to be notified when I upload those videos, and please take just 1 second to hit that like button. I always do appreciate it. Remember to enjoy your systems. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.